Ladies and gentlemen, your favorite ranter is back. As you saw from the title, yes, I'm into K-pop and some of you might be as well. You know how K-pop isn't like K-pop anymore? It's so different now. Like there were so many things I wish were the same as they were some years ago. We are going to talk about it today. I'm going to make this video very brutal towards the crazy ones among us, so I will know who you are based on your reactions. So let's get started from the basics first. Idols feel artificial. Now, this point is something everyone talks about, which translates to idols being pretentious. They wear this mask and live a double life. Now, of course, it's because that's what is needed to be an idol, because idol means someone who people would idolize. All the K-pop groups have these tropes in which one member has to fit. The cold, mysterious one, the sunshine, pure soul, the bad boy, rebel, the angel, the comedy relief, and that becomes their whole personality, and that means they do not have any other emotions except that. Now the thing is, this strategy was actually taken from the Western boy groups and girl groups, but in K-pop it's more heavily implied. Even this "we are a family" narrative, which some companies force on their groups and create artificial interactions between idols. Many idols have admitted they weren't that close to each other as it looked. I don't know why people don't realize that. These groups can totally have business relationships without having any personal connection, because these idols didn't audition to create a bond, but to sing, dance, or simply be famous. Now this brings me to my second point, that the companies don't let the creativity of these idols shine, or the idols simply don't want to participate in writing and creating. Well, many groups do have members who are songwriters and producers. They participate heavily in the music making process, but not everyone in the group does, which shows how optional creative involvement is in K-pop. If you look at the West, where musicians heavily contribute to the making of their own music, K-pop isn't the same. But even for the ones who can make their own music, it's only possible because of two things. One, of course, because they are willing to create, and two, because their companies allow them, because the said idol is too big to control. Because, well, we all know how much these companies control their idols. I heard that YG, the company that manages Blackpink, literally snatched Jennie's diary of all the songs she wrote. Well, I don't know how true this rumor is, but we have seen how much Blackpink has been kept in captivity in YG's basement. Hard take, but I think it's not that wrong if an idol doesn't want to include themselves in the creative process. Because, well, let's face it, these idols are already overworked by singing, dancing, and God knows what extra classes they attend. The TikTok classes and the selfie taking classes are so fucking weird. I don't know why they have to take that. Although some of them are in this business because of fame, of course, and it's fine. Wanting fame isn't something bad, but I would be really happy if more idols would try to become true musicians and own their own art. The reason is, many people don't see them as true musicians, but as dolls who sing and dance about the things their company wants them to. That's why even Suga and Namjoon were criticized and dissed when they became idols by underground rappers, their own kind. Idols are not given the liberty to pour their own emotions into the same songs they are performing, and it pains me for the ones who want to. My third point is that fans have reached another level of delulu. Some people who haven't talked to the opposite gender their whole life have convinced themselves that they are the husband/wives of XYZ idol. Like, no girl, you don't own Jungkook. You are 14. He'll be in jail if he's seen with you in the same room. And this fever isn't just limited to 14-year-olds. Even older women are crazy like this, obsessing over men half their ages and even minors. Ew. The same goes for older men who drool over underage members in the group. And what's more laughable is they even think it's not problematic. What? I know at one point even these companies are at fault because they debut minor idols who haven't even finished middle school. They don't sell idols as musicians but as partners for the fans. Parasocial relationships which some of these people create in their heads lead to incidents like Rize's Sunghan sending wreaths to the company for his removal was excessive. Bro was being dragged for having a relationship. It shows how lonely some of these fans are and how enraged they get if their bias talks to anyone else with a smile. style. And just because of this, we are seeing less interaction between male and female idols. Before the 4th and 5th gen, idols used to enjoy talking to each other and reacting to each other's performances. Award shows used to be so fun to watch, but now, God forbid, one idol smiles during the performance of another group. Suddenly, they start linking who might be the couple. These poor idols are always under scrutiny. Their every Insta post is analyzed by these crazy people. Like, the idols are that dumb. Why would they post similar posts with their partners when they want to hide it? It's not like they just want to know the couple so that they can support their relationship, but so that they can harass them and make them break up. I know there are many fans who have their brains in the right place and they fully support idols dating and living their own lives privately. For such fellow fans, I have nothing but utmost respect. They don't go after idols when they see them existing in the same place as them and let them enjoy their private time. But for the ones who disturb them and creep them out, keep your one eye open when you sleep. See, I don't mean if you see your favorite idol, you are not allowed to ask for a pic or talk to them, but at least don't be creeps and follow them to their hotels and steal their used utensils. That's disturbing for the idols as well as the other fans. Be fucking respectful. Next point is that the content now idols post feel not very genuine. It's now compulsory to post a dance practice performance version of the same song no matter if the idol wants to. Dance practices used to look like one, but now it has a whole production like we are seeing a music show performance. Constant trying of making dance challenges on TikTok and Insta so the song goes viral and gets stuck in everyone's minds no matter if the song is even good enough to be a trend. They literally find anyone and anything they can make the TikTok with. Of course, it's a marketing tactic, but just some time ago it felt good seeing different groups interacting through dance challenges. But now even this has become something idols are compiled to do in order to gain attraction. Even the viewers' lives are so forced and scripted, especially some of the birthday lives, where behind the camera a whole crew is sitting, making sure the idol doesn't say something out of the place or simply eat their own fucking cake. You know that meme where every idol just happens to drop their cake so they don't have to eat it? It happens so many times it became an inside joke. See, I'm not talking about the lives where the idol is doing it because they want to while sitting in a room alone. It's when you can totally feel the ice burning a hole on the idol's forehead so that they don't do anything questionable. I love lives like Bang Chan's room and BTS's late night random lives because that shows that they just want to talk to their fans and not because they are obliged to. My last point is K-pop is getting westernized. Well, I don't really care if they are making songs in English, but it's more like everything is planned to cater the Western audience now. The trends, idols trying to be more American. Well, I totally understand that being famous in America can give you great exposure to other parts of the world without even targeting them. But now the essence of K-pop is fading. I'm not Korean to say this, but Korean from K-pop is slowly being pulled away. What made everyone love K-pop was their connection to their roots, touching music, and I hate to say this, but modesty. Modesty in K-pop was something fans were really attracted to because some people don't like to see artists touching themselves inappropriately on stage. Now, I know I might seem as a really backward person, but it's just a preference. I don't really care if any artist does that. I support their choices and their audience is also of that demographic, but K-pop has built a reputation for being children friendly and modest. I might be wrong, there might be artists who may write explicit songs, but mostly in K-pop they don't do that. It's still very weird to see K-pop suddenly change like that. Of course, I'm no one to tell them to be modest, but when you know who is your audience, an artist holds a little bit of responsibility. Not much, of course, but a little bit. When I see K-pop idols flashing the entire crowd when the audience hasn't even expected that, I feel a bit weirded out. I love when idols express themselves, but sometimes I wonder, are they really being themselves or just trying to be like Western artists? Well, I still respect their choices, and yeah, even fans are right when they say you shouldn't bring your children to a concert then. But it applies to artists who are known to do such stuff. If idols suddenly start to flash people when we know how there are so many teenagers looking up to them, and the teenagers are the ones who ask their parents to take them to the said idol's concert, it kinda becomes problematic. It applies to both male and female groups. For anyone ready to slander me in the comments, I'm already saying this. I don't like male idols going shirtless or hip thrusting. Similar to female idols flashing and twerking. It's a hot take, I know, but it's just my opinion. I'm not painting idols as villains of society. But if something like this is going to happen, shouldn't they like put a notice or like, tell that, oh, it's not very PG? What's your thought on that? Leave a comment below. What I'm trying to say is that this mostly happens when they are performing in the West, so maybe it's to appeal the West. That's what my point is. Don't twist it being misogynistic or policing idols' choices. I'm an adult, so I don't mind seeing them twerk if they wanna while they're performing a song which requires that in the choreo. Not my place to say anything. So okay, it's almost the end, but I'm going to say some miscellaneous hot takes. Idols stopping the video calls. Some of them can be creeps and make idols really uncomfortable. Second, giving and threats doesn't make you cool. Stop it. Third point, stop forced shipping. It's weird. Fourth, better looks of an idol doesn't mean they're talented as well, and also that they're excused to not having skills. Fifth point, bring back live singing. Please. Like, what's the point if you're not singing live? Sixth, stop going to airports when an idol is there to hold on them and disturb everyone. Don't do that. I won't explain these because this should be common sense to anyone with a brain, and if you don't agree, feel free to rant in the comments because it will make my video reach more people. Please subscribe if you think the content seems fun to you. Share the video with your fellow K-pop fans and like it to show some support. And I will be back with another rant in my next video. Bye bye.